Now, I remember DC Fandom 2020. I think one of the biggest events. We got the first teaser trailer for the Batman. We had loads of announcements. Flash's gold boots in the TV show. Oh, amazing times. But I remember during the Flash panel, this image was released and my jaw dropped. There's actually a video out there of my jaw dropping when this concept art dropped. And I couldn't believe it because we'd heard the rumours Michael Keaton was coming back as Batman in The Flash and everything, but this confirmed it. And this was one of my most anticipated comic book movies for years. And obviously with all its delays and everything, we finally got The Flash this year. And surely a lot of us thought who couldn't wait for this film and are a fan of these films couldn't wait to see the reception to this film. Michael Keaton back as Batman, the Flash getting his own movie, Supergirl going to be in it. It's going to be a huge multiversal DC film, and it's going to make billions and billions of dollars. Well, I think a lot of us were wrong. Now, to tell you the truth, I actually thought this film was enjoyable at most. I thought it was good. CGI, obviously, terrible. But there is heart in this film, especially in the last 10-15 minutes, which is probably the best part of the film. I am gutted by this. So The Flash has ended its box office run with $268 million worldwide, officially making it one of the biggest flops in comic book movie history. And this is from comicbookmovie.com. Wow, this film has struggled, and there is no definitive reason why it has not made a lot of money. But I can think of a few things. At Can We Get Toast on Twitter, who's, breaks down loads of stuff, leaks and everything. Really great Twitter user to follow, so make sure you go and follow them. But they've basically done a breakdown of for those who think The Flash didn't do that bad, because a lot of people, obviously $268 million worldwide, that's a lot of money. But wow, Warner Brothers are pissed, and I'll tell you why. So the movie's budget was $220 million, but that doesn't account for the marketing budget, which was around an additional $150 million. That makes the total budget around $400 million. And remember, there was loads of reshoots and everything, and the CGI in it, even though a lot of it's bad, some of it's good, that's a lot of money. You can see that money on the screen, and unfortunately it's not always used in the best case. Theatres always take around 1/3 of the box office, meaning that the movie only brought in $80 million for Warner Brothers Discovery. Oh my god. The Flash lost the studio around $320 million. This is a colossal bomb. I just said million. And then they did a follow-up. Can we get some toast? Oops, what the amount of the studio gets with what the theatres get. The studio actually brought in $140 million from the movie, but still lost a massive $260 million. It's still a colossal bomb. I keep saying million wrong. This is really upsetting. But like I said, there is no explanation why. There's not really a definitive reason. But like I said at the beginning, I can name a few. Now, you think with Michael Keaton coming back as Batman, who I think everybody knows was a Batman at some point, but surprisingly, I don't think a lot of people have actually seen the Tim Burton Batman films. A lot of people I meet who do go and see these films don't know Michael Keaton's Batman. So, again, it was a surprise to me that people weren't flooding to the theatres to watch this. I mean, granted, Warner Brothers did all those fan screenings and the first premiere at CineCon and everything, so they lost a little bit of money there, but not like millions and millions, basically. It shocks me. It really does, because you do think, wow, this is going to make loads of money. Like Spider-Man No Way Home. They didn't advertise that Tobey and Andrew were coming back, but you had a feeling, and a lot of people just, I think, like Spider-Man more. Now, with The Flash, I don't think this is a popular version of the character. I don't think they were very well received from Justice League, and also, we'd only see them in one film, which was Justice League, and the Zack Snyder's Justice League. and then they get their own solo movie. So we didn't have enough time to really kind of get to know the character and everything. But again, I think that's a Justice League mistake. Why introduce the Flash into the Justice League? Do the solo films first and then do the Justice League. But Warner Brothers were rushing at the time and everything and so on. But it drives me insane because there's this little niggle in my brain. It's like, why are people not going to watch this? Batman's in it. Batman is one of the biggest sellers of Warner Brothers. There's that meme that goes around about DC fans who really love DC, but they don't go to the cinema unless it's Batman. I mean, it's so true. It is. Batman does make money. That name makes money, which is why I'm a bit concerned about Superman, to be honest, because Superman has been a bit hit and miss, and I keep seeing things about, if they had Henry Cavill instead of Sasha Calle in The Flash, it would have made billions. No, it wouldn't. Henry Cavill was not that good as Superman. Please, stop. Alright, I really like Henry Cavill. I did like Man of Steel, but he's not a great Superman. And I'm not saying, because I'm a massive comic book fan or anything. He was just really boring. The first film, he was great because they broke him down like anything, what Zack Snyder did. And then from then on, he was just, he's just polished and perfect, and he's amazing, isn't he? But yeah, it's a shock. This whole Flash thing and everything. Now, good news for the director of the Flash, obviously, Andy Muschietti, who obviously did the It films and the horror film Mama. He directed the Flash. I think the direction was great. I really like the fight scenes. I love all the scenes with Batman and everything, and I think the Flash running and everything, that was all cool. But he's directing The Brave and the Bold. And a lot of people think because this movie is bombing, he won't be coming back. They'll Kathleen Kennedy him. They'll hire someone, then fire someone. But I don't think this is going to happen. At the end of the day, Andy Muschietti directed a film. And I think he did a good job of directing it. It all made sense. It worked structurally. And also, the Batman scenes were fantastic. And you can tell this man is a massive fan of this character and of the DC universe. And I think James Gunn appreciates that, to be honest. He's a very good filmmaker. You cannot deny it. And I'm seeing a lot of the blame on Andy. And also a lot of people saying he shouldn't direct the next Batman film. It's not Andy's problem that people didn't go and see the movie. It's not Andy's problem that people don't want to see a Flash movie. They didn't want to see Michael Keaton back as Batman. It's not Andy's problem. So his job now is to make a fucking good Batman movie with Robin. And I think he can do it. I have huge faith in this guy. James Gunn has huge faith in this guy. Remember, I think James Gunn is a very hard cookie to crack. I think he's really hard to impress. And I think whatever meeting these two had, and obviously James Gunn really liked The Flash, supposedly, I think he's a huge fan of Muschietti's work. So why wouldn't you get this guy, who's a massive fan of this character in this world? Why wouldn't you get him to direct your next Batman film? So again, it's really disappointing what's happened with The Flash. It is, you know me, I don't like Ezra Miller. I think they should be done as The Flash. I think they are done as The Flash. And it was a bit off-putting watching it with them in. But again, I've seen a lot of people say that's why people haven't gone to see it, because of everything Ezra Miller did. I don't think that's the case. Not everybody knows about what Ezra Miller did. So I just think people are getting tired of superhero general films. Also DC films, they're not that popular, to be honest, at the moment, apart from, Batman, your established characters, and Joker. They're the two big sellers. So James Gunn has got a huge job, with Superman Legacy. And luckily it doesn't come out till 2025. Well, I'm going to say 2026 because of the writer's strike and the actor's strike and everything. I think it's going to be delayed even more, unless James Gunn just films it quick. But it's huge, this is really disappointing, and I think Warner Brothers are putting all their chips on the table and going, James Gunn, please save DC. And I do believe in James Gunn. I think he's going to revitalize the franchise. I think he's going to revitalize the cinematic universe, and he's going to do something different. He's going to make it more cohesive than Marvel and these other cinematic universes that are coming up or have been gone. So I completely trust him. But this 268 million worldwide is abysmal. It really is. Sorry, my microphone fell off, but I'm going to still carry on. But it's abysmal. So anyway, guys, what do you think of this? What did you think of The Flash as well? Let me know in the comments below. I'd really like to talk about it. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Really sad news about The Flash, but let's hope Warner Brothers and DC pick it up as soon as possible, especially with Superman Legacy. And I'm really hoping Blue Beetle was a massive hit. I really am, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Bye.